Now, the IEB matric class of 2022 has obtained a 98.42% pass rate. This is a slight improvement to the previous year. All pupils achieved a pass that grants them access to tertiary education. Professor Gezani Baloyi from Unisa joins us now live just to react to the pass rate. Prof, of course, usually the IEB class each year performs quite well. These are, of course, pupils that are given better opportunity when you look at the fact that their parents can afford private education in South Africa. What's your reaction to this pass rate this year?
Thank you very much. Today, the matric results are out, and we have just seen an improvement. Of course, it is just a slight improvement. And this slight improvement was expected because of what you have just said. Actually, they've got some financial muscles. These are the schools that have got all the resources. So in these schools, teachers truly teach, parents, and also governance structures do govern. So it is in this context that the results have just improved. And again, let's take this opportunity to congratulate them for the job well done.
They do get, enough support, especially looking, Prof, at the 2 years that we had since 2020 when we had COVID-19 come to South African shores. These were the pupils that, in previous classes of matric were able to study properly at home as if nothing was actually, no learning was actually really disturbed for them because they had the resources to be able to continue with their studies. What do you attribute the slight improvement to? Is it because of the fact that things were a bit more normal for the class of 2022 compared to the two classes before them?
Actually, when we just try to look at their improvement, there are a number of things or attributes that we can deduce. Firstly, these are the schools in which the learners usually they just get support from their parents and also teachers and the other stakeholders that have an interest in education. Remember, this is the cohort which was hit hard. Remember, when COVID set in, they were in grade 10. So this is the cohort which was hit hard. But despite that, they enjoy a lot of support. I mean, actually, in 2022, there was a lesson learned from 2021. Remember, the improvement is just slightly as it was expected. Yes.
And Prof, looking at the fact that you are at Unisa, it's a university and all these pupils will be venturing off to different universities, etc. How does it look in terms of intake at Unisa and applications at your specific university from the class of 2022?
Remember, applications for 2022 now at most institutions of higher learning is closed. Remember, these are the students we have just applied. They've applied last year, and they also, of course, they will be getting some responses from the various institutions of higher learning. So the opportunities are there. Those who have done very well, they will be taken. Of course, there will be those who will not be taken because the competition is very high. But despite that, there are also other options like TVET colleges. Remember, the curriculum in South Africa, it's more of a general education and training. Majority of the students want to go to the university. Parents want to see their children going to university. But there are also other options of TVET colleges. If they are not taken in these institutions of higher learning, of course, including Unisa, they can also consider the options of going to TVET colleges. Of course, there are so many opportunities in TVET colleges, and they are also funded by NEFSAS from 2010. So the curriculum there in TVET colleges sometimes is also directly responsive to the market. When you come from TVET colleges, you are able to go straight to the market, or you are able to start your own job or business and employ others.
And Prof, as you go about your daily life as a professor, speaking to students, interacting with them, etc., what is the sentiment between professors, lecturers and students and universities as a whole when it comes to load shedding. You know, that, of course, South Africans have been saying is a whole other pandemic. And, you know, people have, you know, there are lawyers rather, who are planning to take government to court, saying that government is infringing on people's constitutional right to a proper education, because with some schools and some pupils or even university students, you are unable to learn when there are no lights.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Because you see what? In terms of load shedding, it affects us all, and it affects everybody. And what is also happening now, it's there is a lesson learned. Remember, we had almost last half of last year, of course, facing this load shedding. But now there is also a lesson learned. But it is being taken care of. Various structures that have an interest in education, even the government, they are trying to come up with alternative solutions. Of course, this is a sad state. Remember, we can't do without electricity. As a Unisa, it's an open distance and e-learning institution.
Yeah.
We rely on electricity. Right now, as we are communicating, we are relying on electricity. So we can't do without electricity. But hopefully, let's hope this will be sorted out. So, of course, it's pity that we are in this situation.